This is Juan with Watermelon AI. In this video, I'm going to be comparing Claude against ChatGPT for financial modeling within Excel. And we're not talking about their web browsers like chatgpt.com. We're talking about their agent modes. These agent modes today allow us to build financial models in minutes as opposed to hours. And they help eliminate about 80% of the grunt work that we'd normally have to do. This was my first YouTube video, and it absolutely has done amazing work and a variety of different leads. And a lot of people have reached out to me. This video has a term sheet document, and we basically take that term sheet, and then we also have a prompt. So we take the term sheet and the prompt literally tells you what we want to build. So I'll provide both the term sheet and the prompt, and what we'll do is we'll take both of these and we'll dump them into the Codex agent, and we'll see what it comes back with. Now what we're doing is we're taking that PDF term sheet, we're literally just dragging and dropping into Codex, and then we're giving it a prompt. And it's the exact same prompt that I've used in the YouTube video. And so we paste that in, and then we just hit enter. And in this part of the video, this will probably take some time. It'll probably take at least 5 minutes. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to let this thing run its course. Obviously, it's planning. These are all the things that it's going to do. And I might speed up this section of the video, but ultimately, just know that I'm not doing anything else. I'm letting this thing, like maybe every once in a while, it'll prompt me to accept some changes or give it permission to do one thing or another or install one thing or another. You'll just want to be able to click through that and enter for most of those things. And at the end, it will hopefully give us a fully functional Excel model. I think it's done. So let's go to our folder and see what's in there. Okay, good. So we do have formulas in here. So that's really good to see. Formulas are good. Seems like we have the months didn't fill in the base rate prime. I guess it assumes that we fill it in. We would fill in the monthly recurring revenue, probably the churn. Yeah, we would do draws as well. Obviously repayments. But if we did correctly, so no, this doesn't seem to be doing a great job for us. I think there's still a lot of auditing that we might need to do here. So it's not exactly perfect. It's not, we do have some cash inflows, some outflows. Okay, good. So we do have some of the formulas here working correctly towards the right half of this, but my revolver balance isn't calculating correctly. So let's say we have $1 million in ARR. Okay. That makes more sense now. So monthly MRR. So this does seem like it's doing some of these calculations correctly. Now, as far as like whether we want to compare that to our Claude model, we can do that. I have a copy of that. I'll pull it up here in a sec. Here we go. Yeah, this was the other one that Claude Code built out. Personally, I kind of like this one better. It's a little bit simpler to look at as opposed to the ones that Codex built out. This has a little bit more of an aesthetic appeal, and then it does break down revolver calculation versus term loan calculation. So you have, and then cash flow impacts of that, and then you have your covenants over on the right hand side. Whereas this one has it kind of all together, which maybe you prefer one or the other, but ultimately, what these large language models can do, this is kind of like at the forefront of what's capable out there. And as you can see, the model is really getting you 80. Maybe 85, 90% of the way there. And really what you have to go in and do is audit the formulas. Go back in, double check that the formulas are accurate. And essentially what you're doing here is now you're using your domain expertise to ensure that the revolver is calculating the way that it needs to be. And ultimately, you didn't have to build out this model from scratch. This was done again in how long? Like, let's go look at the timer, right? 14 minutes. So in 14, 15 minutes, you were able to get a fully functioning model to go in and double check a few items, but ultimately you have all the formulas kind of built out. And now what you have to do is go in and check. This is the work of a pretty good financial analyst, I would say, using a variety of ifs, referencing the right columns, using max. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of people in finance who don't even know how to use the min-max formulas. I'll go ahead and include this resource. And this is Juan with Watermelon AI. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.